Hello everyone, this is Diana Blanco from Smooth Parenting at smoothparenting.com, and I'm here for our weekly Smooth Parenting tip. Today we're going to talk about sibling rivalry. Now, I hear this a lot from parents with more than one kid. My children are always fighting, always, pulling each other's hair, pulling out toys from each other's hands, and just fighting over everything, toys, my attention, like everything. They're always in constant battle, and I don't know how to stop it. I feel like I'm always breaking up fights, and they seem, to hate each other. So what can I do to stop this? Now, as a mom of twins, I was very aware of the concept of sibling rivalry from the very beginning. So I started doing a lot of things from the beginning to make sure that my daughters felt, equally valued as individuals and not as part of a pack, which is what usually happens with children, especially with twins or, triplets and multiples. They are like a pack and they want to be independent. They want to be their own. And they obviously don't want to be with the same person 24/7. So here are some tips to help you solve sibling rivalry and help you deal with those situations when they arise, because they're going to arise when kids fight with each other or they don't really, connect with each other. So the first piece of advice is stop being a referee. Okay, I know this is very hard to do, but to the extent possible, as long as it is safe, you can be nearby, but make sure you don't intervene, so you don't solve the problem. That is going to allow them to solve the problem on their own, and at the beginning it's going to be in a way that is not the best way, it's not the most positive way, but you can address that later in a conversation. So you guys had an issue with this, how can we solve it better? How can you guys solve it better next time? But to the extent possible, let them work it out, okay? Don't get in the middle. And second of all, if you don't get in the middle, you let them know that you believe in their ability to solve the problem, and you don't take sides. So there's not an issue of he's your favorite or she's your favorite and, yada yada. So to the extent possible, and as long as it's safe, do not intervene. Do not become a referee. So that's the first thing that you can do. The second one is not to compare your kids. And I know, again, this is very difficult, and especially for those of you who have twins or triplets, because sometimes comparisons are inevitable, and people do them all the time. And, I personally feel they are very inappropriate. Like if someone comes and tells me, who's smarter or who's taller or who's, I try to answer the question in a way that doesn't compare. So for example, if he tells me who's more athletic, I would say, so Alva likes swimming and Emma likes gymnastics. Like, I don't respond comparing them. And that's something that you should do as a parent as well. Try not to compare them. Try not to put your kids in competition. And we do this all the time unconsciously. Like, just finish your dinner, see your sister already finished. You're putting them in competition. Or let's race to see who gets first to the bathroom, for brushing their teeth. Or, your sister is carrying her own lunchbox. Why do I have to carry yours? Just carry your lunchbox like your sister does. So don't compare them. They are individuals. You shouldn't be making comparison, because that's only going to create conflict, because then they see a rival in their sibling instead of an ally. The next piece of advice is to make them feel as a team. So do things in which they are a team. So you can either play games where you are one team and they are the other, and they have to fight with you, or play this game against you, or see who picks up. If you want to play let's see who picks up the toys faster. You are one and they are together another team, and let's see if I can pick this area of the playroom faster than you two guys. So they are a team, they work together. Okay, help them make decisions together. So let's say you're going to do movie night at home. Let them choose between themselves, without intervening, what movie do you watch? Instead of doing what most of us do, so today Emma chooses, tomorrow Alba's going to choose. Let them work it out every day. They might come to an agreement between the two of them that today Alba chooses, tomorrow Emma chooses, but it was their decision. And they as a team decided what to do. So give them opportunities to make decisions together, to do things together and feel as a team. The fourth piece of advice would be to have a special time with each of them every day. And I can't stress this enough, and I know a lot of people tell me, I don't have that time. It doesn't have to be an hour. It can only be 10 minutes. But there are 10 minutes where you focus only on that child. And those are, you can put a timer, and each child has 10 minutes. You don't need to get a sitter for this. The other ones can be playing in the playroom while you do. Let them choose what they want to do, how they want to spend that special time with you. Sometimes they just want to talk to you and tell you about their day. Sometimes they want to read a book. Sometimes they want to play Play-Doh. Or, you know, whatever they want to do, you do. But make sure you connect individually with all of your kids every day. And again, it doesn't have to be a long time. You know, 10, 15 minutes every day is enough. The next piece of advice is to have special days or special dates. And by that I mean once a month or twice a month, you go and take one kid and your husband takes the other, or you go and take one kid and the other one stays with a babysitter, and you do something fun that they want to do. And it's just you and your spouse, or just you with that kid doing what he wants, and your attention is completely focused. And you're going to see a shift. They become different people when they are not around their siblings all the time. Especially, it's very interesting to observe in twins, because you see their personalities blossom more. When they are together, they behave in a certain way based on how the other one behaves. When they are alone, you actually get to see the full extent of how your child is. And that gives them the security that they are special, that they are unique, and that they have, you know, their bucket filled with individual attention. So they don't have to fight with their sister or their brother to get your attention, okay? And then the last piece of advice is to celebrate their relationship. And I don't know, maybe it was like a year ago or something like that, I heard from a mama, a twin mama, something that she did with her kids that I thought it was amazing. So basically on Twins Day, and she picked that day and she called it Siblings Day, and she picked one day of the calendar, and she has it on the calendar, and it's every year the same day, where they celebrate their sisterhood or their, you know, siblinghood, their relationship. And it's a day that they all celebrate. They all do something together as a family, and they go through a process where each of them says something positive about his brother or her sister. And it's a tradition that is very easy to carry as they grow up. And I thought it was such a neat idea that I started doing it myself, and I advise everyone to do it, because I think having a day in the calendar to celebrate that they are together, that they have this special person that's always going to be there for them. And you know, it's a tradition that they can grow with. Right now they celebrate it with you, and you know, maybe just going to the playground or the zoo or whatever, but as they grow up they can just go, you know, for a coffee with their sister or their brother for beers on their Siblings Day. So I thought it was a great idea to just celebrate their relationship. So those were the 6 tips to help you prevent or solve sibling rivalry. And again, as everything in parenting, it takes time. Even if you start doing this, you're not going to see results tomorrow. You might see minor shifts, but if you're consistent and you focus on giving each of the children individual attention and not get in the way, they will improve their relationship. Alright, so I hope you found this very useful, and if you want to receive more tips, more videos, free classes, come to our website and sign up for our newsletter. The website is smoothparenting.com, and come join us live on Facebook, where we have hotlines and lively conversations. That's facebook.com/smoothparenting. Alright, until next week, happy parenting.